The latest third quarter fiscal update was given by Finance Minister Joe Ceci this afternoon on the state of our provincial economy. Jessica Scott has been covering the story today and joins us live from the SAIT newsroom. Jessica, is the deficit as bad as we thought, and what's the damage like?
Sharon, the forecast for Alberta's budget is showing huge losses. Joe Ceci announced earlier today a $6.3 billion deficit heading into the third quarter. Resource revenue was down $294 million from the October budget projection, and personal income taxes slid a further $762 million, but the government offset some of the decline with the stabilization grant from Ottawa. The Alberta government still plans to spend $6.9 billion on capital projects in the coming year, borrowing most of that money. The province is expecting another $700 million federal grant from the Building Canada Fund, but that money is expected to show up in next year's infrastructure budget. To top it off, the expected 2016 unemployment average is 7.4%, which could influence how many people decide to go back to school.
At SAIT, we have a very strong balance sheet, so the idea is to be able to get through these difficult times. So in the near term, I don't see, touch wood, a significant impact. If this continues on for a long term, and given that the government's one of our major funders and that tuition is frozen, we will have a problem at some point.
I also reached out to an economist today to see what he thinks Alberta can look at other than oil to resource revenue for the country, or for the province rather, and Albertans may not like some of the options.
The government should concern itself a little bit less with trying to change the structure of the economy and more about changing the way in which it raises revenue. So some taxes are better than other taxes, and so in particular a sales tax is something that every other province has that Alberta does not, and that would provide a much more stable, predictable source of revenue for the government.
Tough times are ahead for Alberta, but CC does say he does not plan to introduce any new taxes in Alberta, so we'll see what happens. Back to you, Sharon.
Jessica Scott reporting live from the SAIT newsroom.